Alright everybody, welcome back. We're going to do something different today. I know that we need to do a giveaway, so I have all those names preloaded here into my iPad. We're also miking this a little differently. I'm kind of doing live vocals here as we speak. I need to sharpen some knives, so I figured I'll talk, we'll sharpen some knives as I talk, and we'll discuss kind of the future of this channel, what I think we're going to do in 2026, do the giveaway, and then some other things. But as you can see, these guys are just kind of dull on me at the moment. This guy's real dull. Babish is dull too. So, we're going to work on sharpening these. I know my sharpening technique is not perfect, but you guys don't need to watch me for that. We're just going to do this while I talk. So, thought process for 2026. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do as many videos as I did in 2025. That content schedule was pretty grueling. We didn't grow as quickly as I wanted to, so I want to save some of the videos so as we grow, they're getting the most use. The most people are seeing them. Another thing that we're going to probably do a little bit of is the product reviews, like the pans, the pots. I have another frying pan coming the next week that I'm going to review. You guys, I don't know if you all like them, but they seem to do well actual statistics wise. So if you hate them, let me know and I'll do less of them. But they are performing well, which is why I want to keep doing them. I also want to spend a little bit of time putting out some better quality videos, not necessarily like camera quality better, but just taking more time to film them, maybe tell a little more of a story. I know you guys like that this channel is very to the point and very spot on, and we're not going to change that. I want to make sure you're not watching me cut vegetables for 15-20 minutes, but I want to make things maybe a little more thought out and just tell a little bit more of a story as I cook certain dishes as to maybe why I want to cook them, why I don't want to cook them. I mean, I guess you won't see the ones that I don't want to cook, but other than that, yeah, there might be a few that are just slightly longer, so if you hate those, let me know. If you really like them, let me know. It's hard to tell what really engages with the audience because some videos do super well, then a very similar video doesn't do well. So I have another channel where I review wristwatches, and it's much easier over there to tell what people like, what people are engaging with, because the good videos do well. You make another one, it does well. You do go off course, it doesn't do well. Like, even the giveaways. I think we had 14 people apply to that giveaway, and those requirements were so easy. And I'm giving away an entire saucier pan. You know, that's a lot of money for a small channel like me to give away, and we didn't get much engagement. So I think giveaways will probably not be a thing we do going forwards, but thank you to everyone who signed up for that. We'll do that in a couple minutes, but other than that, I kind of want to know what you guys like. What do you guys want to see more of? Let's have this be kind of an engagement-filled comment section. That's another thing that we're not getting much of. The videos don't have a ton of comments, so it's hard to know, do people like them, do they not like them? So in the next calendar year, try to make sure you engage with the videos you like. Tell me the ones you don't like. That way I could kind of really hone in on what we're making and how we're making it. As we sharpen here, this is just my technique. I'm not a super highly proficient sharpener, but I'll get this thing pretty damn sharp in my own ways. I know lots of people like to do it different ways. Some people like to focus on just one side for a large period of time. I like to kind of constantly flip it. I don't really wait for a hard burr to form. That may be totally wrong, and I'm aware, but it works for me, and it makes very, very sharp knives. So I also think you should support your local people who sharpen knives. If you're not comfortable, pay someone to do it. It'll be super cheap. I can get knives sharpened around where I live here in the Northeast United States for, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks total to bring in a whole bunch of knives. So I think it's definitely worth the investment. The one thing I will say, no matter how you like to do it, just keep your sharpening stone nice and wet. It will just help really, really keep everything moving. You don't want to be kind of dry scraping your knife on this. See, it's a little dry over here because I don't use that spot, but yeah, so other than that, I'm not going to make you watch me sharpen all of these knives. I'm going to go through all of them. You know, if you want a nice detailed sharpening follow-up, because I did one on the very beginning of this channel, I can do that. That's totally fine. I'll show you how sharp I get this guy, though. I'm not going to make you watch the Babish sharpening video. I mean the knife over there, but let's get to the thing you all want, which is the giveaway. I'm going to cut to a different camera angle here just so you can see it a little better. All right, so I have all the names loaded here into this iPad. It was, I think, only 12 or 13 of you. I'm going to give this a spin. That person is going to be the winner of the Saucier. I will reach directly out to you via email. If you don't hear from me in a day, life is busy, let me know. But let's see who the winners. Johnny, looks like the pot is yours. So I will reach out to you directly. If I don't hear from you, or if for some reason the person doesn't meet the requirements, I will pick another person and I'll let you guys all know. I'll reach out right to that person. One last little topic to discuss is we're going to be out of town for a little bit in January. So you're going to see maybe less videos from me this month. I'm going to try to like kind of record a bunch before I go out of town and maybe delay posting them. I normally crank these things out and post these videos within like a day of making the video. So we're going to try and stagger the results a little bit, but I don't know how that will be. But that's the goal, is to make sure that we make the videos, we put them out nice and slowly. That way while I'm out of town, you won't even know I'm not here. But yeah, I'll be out from like the midpoint of January all the way through February, beginning of February. So if you don't see a lot of content from me, I'm still here. I'm still doing it. We just got to make sure that we do well at that day job so we can afford this channel. So yeah, this thing doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't barely even pay for the food we make on it. So day job's the priority. And let me finish sharpening this knife, and then I'll come back to you guys shortly, and we will show you how sharp this is and wrap up this video. Alright, so here we are. I just did the final few passes on this guy here. Grabbing a piece of paper that hasn't already been ripped to shreds. You can see it does cut quite nicely. That's all I like to do with the knife. It's fine for my kitchen. I'm not a professional chef. We're not out here making things absolutely flawless. That's all I want. So let me know what you guys want on this channel for the next year. Let me know what topics you want me to discuss if I do another kind of talking video like this. Everything is up for grabs on this channel in the next year. I really want to grow. Maybe 10,000 subs is my goal. I'm not totally sure. But just let's have this year be more of a dialogue on this channel. Let me know what you want to see me cook. Let me know what you want to see me test out. Let's have this be our channel. So thank you guys all for supporting. I hope to see all of you watching videos in the next 12 months. And thanks for the support, and I'll see you guys on the next vid.